Star Wars. How many people died on the Death Star, and does Luke Skywalker know? The question whether Luke Skywalker knew how many people he killed on the Death Star in the first Star Wars movie has become a recent topic of conversation. As seen in A New Hope, Luke Skywalker made the one-in-a-million shot that blew up the Empire's first planet-killing battle station. However, the reason why this question has recently arisen online is pretty wild. Following Tucker Carlson and Senator Ted Cruz, explosive debate over the United States' involvement in the conflict between Israel and Iran, Senator Cruz posted a Star Wars meme on Twitter/X of Carlson asking Luke Skywalker if he knew the population of the Death Star. This was effectively to mock Carlson, who had questioned the senator from Texas about Iran's population during their interview. Likewise, HBO's Last Week Tonight saw John Oliver doubling down on the Star Wars meme after covering Carlson and Cruz's heated exchange. Interestingly enough, Luke Skywalker's awareness of all the lives he took during the Battle of Yavin is something that's been answered in the Star Wars continuity, albeit in media that's since become non-canonical. Before Luke Skywalker joined the rebellion in A New Hope, the Alliance wasn't doing well. Having risked everything to secure the Death Star plans in Rogue One, they'd yet to deal any major blows to the Empire as a whole. This is why Luke destroying the Death Star was so pivotal, as the battle station's destruction was the first real moment the rebels proved the Empire was vulnerable. However, the Death Star was no average battle station. The size of a small moon, the Death Star was full of stormtroopers, officers, military leaders, support staff, and even Grand Moff Tarkin, who was aboard during the Battle of Yavin and the station's subsequent destruction. As such, the casualties the Empire suffered that day were extremely significant, with Luke Skywalker being directly responsible for all the lives lost. In the established Star Wars canon post-Disney, it's been confirmed that the Death Star could hold over 2 million bodies. However, previous pieces of Star Wars media before Disney bought Lucasfilm had a more specific population during Yavin in particular. In the 1996 novel Shield of Lies by Michael P. Cuba McDowell, the book features a critical moment where Luke confirms he knew the exact number of lives lost aboard the battle station. At least in Legends, Luke knew exactly how many people met their end when he blew up the first Death Star. Valuing life as a Jedi Knight, the lives lost were no small thing to be ignored or forgotten. Although his exact knowledge is a little more ambiguous in the current canon, it's likely Luke's recognition and sentiments are still the same. Even though they were in the service of a corrupt and oppressive regime ruled by the Sith, the loss of so many Imperial lives is still tragic. Nonetheless, not destroying the Death Star and the second battle station would have been far more devastating, considering the countless worlds and billions of lives that would have been obliterated. After all, Jeddah, Scarif, and the complete annihilation of Alderaan, with its population of over 2 billion, were only the beginning.